For many of you, push-pull supersets can be a valuable training tool. This video will explore the common benefits. So the main thing is that you're saving time. I would say you're effectively cutting your workouts by 50%. I know that's not over-exaggeration. Think about the following situation. You may do bench plus row, rest 3 minutes, repeat for 2 more sets. Then OHP, pull-up, rest, repeat. What happened? You did 4 compound movements within 2 supersets. If that's not efficiency, I don't know what is. Because what you have to factor in is that you're warming up at the same time for both of those 2 compounds, because that is a consuming process in itself. Then there's the rest intervals that automatically get fused together. What I mean is that had you done those movements separately, it would be 3 minutes each. But now it's just 3 minutes for both. So that's why you save about half the time, which means you get in and out of the gym very quickly. This is a major benefit for those wanting to be more efficient with their use of time. Maybe because of your schedule, you can't be having these marathon type workouts, or you just want to reduce it. You don't want to be in the gym for an hour and a half. You want to be in there 45 minutes. Well, this will certainly get the job done. At the same time, it doesn't feel as though the workout is slow. It's fast. It's go, go, go. It's non-stop because you're held accountable. This is not only great for making you athletic, but it also raises your work capacity. In fact, Supersets is a form of GPP. It's automatically built into the training system. I think this is one of the main reasons why, by the way, Brian Alsruh is such a big believer of giant sets. Check out this clip from his video on increasing work capacity.
It gets my workouts done in like half the time. I've done this for so many years now, it's not funny. People ask how I got my size, my strength. It's been giant sets pretty much the entire time since I left college, so yeah, forever.
And that's the next level, where you're not only doing the supersets, but also an accessory exercise right after. That's really going to get you crazy results, especially if you pair it with, say, the winning warm-ups, and you're doing GPP work on top of it. So we're addressing performance from all angles. Now, some of you might say, well, if I get to the second exercise, won't I be fatigued? Won't that mean that I'll get less reps? I would say that's certainly a possibility. You might drop a rep or 2 because there's more cardio involved, if you will, right? But in the grand scheme of things, you are saving more time and you can always do more stuff later. What matters is that you're consistent with that routine and you're inducing progressive overload. Just think about the fact that most people do deadlifts after squats. So if we compare it to that world, we see that the fatigue thing is not a huge issue, in my opinion. It can only be problematic if form breakdown is taking place, and now you increase the risk of injury. But that's why we have to prevent ourselves from ego lifting. We got to be smart, and also recognize that if we are really struggling with this, maybe it's because we're not that fit. Maybe we got to start doing more conditioning work. Perhaps the fact that you combine these 2 movements taught you a lesson. It showed you exactly what needed to be addressed. So now moving forward, you can do so. In fact, what does this prevent? What does the pairing of antagonist muscles or just push-pull in general accomplish? It prevents weaknesses from developing because many lifters are favoring one movement pattern over the other. They might do 3 presses, 2 rows. That right there is not the way to go. But when you do the push-pull supersets, you're held accountable. The presses are always being matched by the rear work. So there's no imbalances that can develop from this unless you're using bench weight. And guess what? Pairing these movements will prevent you from doing that as well. If you're doing a bench press with 315 and your barbell row is 205 right after, doesn't that say some things? Doesn't that mean that you should be raising your performance? The weakness is glaring. It's literally in your face. At least get your barbell row to 255 or 275. Some would even say you got to match it. But in my opinion, you're not going to match it unless you're using a cheating style. Yeah, if you're doing a cheat row, I would say you can easily match your benching strength. If you do 315 for 5, you can totally do a 315 for 5 barbell row with a little bit of body English, but you're not going to do it strict. So that's what I'm saying. It keeps you accountable, man, on the conditioning aspect and raising your work capacity and being efficient with your time, maximizing your schedule itself, preventing weaknesses. Like, it's just a great thing that you could do. So again, it's not magical. I don't do this all the time. But when I am pressed on time and I want to be in and out of the gym, or I want to challenge myself, or hell, if I want to film something for you guys, this makes sense. So again, there's nothing wrong with the classic approach. That's how I usually train. But if you want to spice things up, if you want to enter a different type of world and experience new benefits, then try out the push-pull supersets, man. You might love it. You might be like, you know what? Fuck the regular way. I'm not doing this again. It's about, and a little final benefit I didn't talk about is the fact that you get pumped all the way through, which feels absolutely amazing. And when you take pictures of yourself in that state, it's like, God damn, you look swole as hell and you're really filling in those clothes. So it's nice when you have a pump everywhere. And I think that's why a lot of guys love the arm day approach, where they're supersetting bis and tris. Because the biceps are like full of blood, and also the triceps, so you have like this full feeling in the arm. Absolutely fantastic. So you bodybuilders are going to absolutely love this technique. Strength athletes, you're going to get more athletic, more fit. And for guys who just want to not live in the gym, especially on a full body routine, this is extremely efficient, man. You do your 2 supersets, move right into the legs, then hit some accessories right after. You're going to save so much time, it's unbelievable, while getting fit in the process. So let me know how it goes. Try it out. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video.